We don't have a hammer.
Swept the floor 3 times today. May as well sweep it again. Good afternoon, guys. We're rolling down the road going to look at an old tanker trailer, a pup trailer that I traded Darwin out of years ago. Me and my dad welded his bridge deck on, where you go over to his gravel pit, and we traded for an old cab over and this tanker trailer. And got the water truck fixed. Now I need something to haul water to, and I haven't looked at this in years. Like, I know it has some 22.5 tires, some are split rims, kind of mismatched, but I'm just hoping that we can hook onto this thing and drag it to Orderville. Change some tires, and I'll show you, it's already got an outlet coming out on the bottom, and I want to neck it down to 3/4 inch. Schultz's is bringing a blue water trough and a bulkhead fitting. I want to put the bulkhead fitting through this trough and then hook like a heater hose. It's gonna freeze, so hopefully a heater hose won't break. Hook some sort of hose so there's some movement. I don't want to hook solid, but I'd like to haul water to this tanker trailer and then float a trough off of it, so it would last 2, 3, 4 days. So I only have to haul to it twice a week or once a week, depends on how many head are watering on it. So we're just about there. Let's go check this thing out. My dad is bringing his 2-ton, his little International, because it has air on it and we can pump tires up with it, and it's street legal. I didn't want to drive mine down the old Ford water truck. It's not street legal. Half the lights work. We don't need to do that. And we'll see if we can pump some tires up. Hopefully just hook on and drag this old girl home. But I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that's what we're hoping for. This is the old girl right here. I'm the proud new owner of this thing, which I'm okay with. It was worth trading for back in the day, and it's still worth trading for. We've got another trailer that's 5,000 gallons. I'm pretty sure it looks bigger than this one. So this one's probably 4,000. 45 singled out. That's all right. That means I've only got to change 4 tires. Maybe not even change them. They're pumped up. If they're holding air, they're not getting changed. Golly. Heck yeah, we're just gonna hook on and make it home. I could not remember, but this is gonna be too easy. I brought my Ford and I was like, we're just gonna pull it home with the truck. He's like, well, we're gonna need air. Whoa. We might need some air. Like, that would make it, but why not? This is sweet. I'm excited. What is this? I don't remember this being there. I only remembered that. So maybe it has 2 compartments. I don't know. I wanted to push the blue trough up under it, have a hose to a float. Maybe we'll just unbolt that and plate it, weld a 3/4 inch nipple. I'm good with easy. I'm really good with easy. I don't know. I don't think that valve is going to open without some heat, so we'll probably have to unbolt the whole elbow, plate that, and come off that. I'll bet I've got a little wire to tie that up with. Sounds like, oh yeah, he's getting close. We'll get backed up and just hook right on this thing. I gotta get the hitch though. I forgot the hitch.
We don't have a hammer.
Like, there's no pin. That should just rotate, but she's in there. Glad the old handyman hasn't fell yet. That would be bad.
Dang.
Tell you what,
That thing is not even moving.
I guess I'll go home and get a torch so we can light this place on fire. That sucks. I was really just hoping that would crank us up and away we go. But
I guess we could get that big 4-ton chain come along and put on it.
holy, come along to what though?
Come along it back to that eyelet right there.
And just bend it if nothing else.
Maybe.
I'm good with that. That's less sparks and dry grass.
Yeah, there's a high possibility of fire down here.
Maybe we'll just get a cutoff wheel. And if we have to, we'll get a come along and a death wheel and a big sledge.
Okay.
We'll be back. If we have to, if we need, and what we're going to use. I suppose that's how this one's gonna roll. We'll get pressure on it, and then we'll hit it with a hammer, right? Hooking on and driving's the easy part. Getting the jack out. Ooh, that step is. Will it bend? Let me bend it.
Don't miss.
Don't miss. That better? That moved it. The old handyman holding true. It's bending the jack. Keep going.
Are you kidding me?
Keep going. It's bending the jack. It's not gonna turn it. Oh boy. Well, woo! Something moved. Oh boy, it's turning. It bent the jack first, but now it's turning. It's getting easier, ain't it?
No.
No? Oh, it sounded easier. It sounded easier. We're gonna have to get higher somehow, because that's gonna hit. We gotta go down that far.
I ain't gonna even slack.
That's awesome. Good times. Unless we go clear to the back. Ready? There you go. Oh, I'll spinner. Is that enough? So. Oh yeah, too much. It bent the jack, and then now it's twisted. Now it's just twisting the dolly.
We better hook it to the truck.
Well, that's why I was thinking we could hook to the table, but I don't know if we can go down enough. I forgot to pee on this handyman, so it might not work.
My dad used to do. Huh.
If all else fails, there is always that.
Oh yeah, right there.
Okay.
We need to come back a little.
And then one more. Well, yeah, you gotta come back. Just a hair. A little more.
Oh.
Perfect. Hey, we're hooked.
Of course, we could drag it all the way over.
It'd grind it off. Oh boy.
Upon further review,
So I looked at the front axles and saw the little air cans. I didn't look at the backs. Appears we have some brakes on the back.
we have maxis, so we got to release them. So,
Front side though, right?
yeah, they should
Yeah.
be on the front side.
I think they were off anyways. I think we would.
It's off the ram. Yeah, you're good.
I think we would have been fine. They were off anyway.
What do you think?
There was one hole in it. I can't remember. We'll have to look it over once we're home. But still, one of my favorite tool bags. Cadence will be nice. I think there's nothing to do except drive. As long as nothing's going to drag the ground. This little International is a pretty sweet truck. He's made a nice one. See if it'll come out of its hole after 15, 20 years. Oh, easy money. Whew, about hit that trailer. Look at that. That's what we wanted right there. Heck yeah. Schultzen should be bringing that trough here in an hour. They should be getting close. We'll get it plumbed up, maybe even loaded. We can take it out tomorrow, start using it. That'll make the trip. Nothing wrong with that. Hook's dragging. We ought to find some wire. I just unloaded all my wire at the barnyard, building that fence. But I've got some hay strings. Let me see one of them. Here, I'll take the short one. That's better, at least it's up. Hay string for the win.
All systems go.
Yeah, all systems go. I like that.
Not quite Jenkins quality, but you know.
Come on. We're gonna put it to work. Anybody need fuel? We're gonna start hauling some fuel with the International. Fill it up at the pump, come to you. Let us know. If that hits, make sure it hits hard enough to bend it some more.
I'm not even gonna look in the mirror. If it comes off, I'm just gonna keep going.
Keep going, it's not coming off. I could jump on it and it wouldn't move.
It's tight.
Okay.
Follow me to Orville.
I don't know if you dare pull down in. I don't know if we can back it in.
We can with the tractor.
Yeah.
We can with the tractor.
Let's see if we can make it back to Orderville.
Good evening, guys. I got the last 2 homemade cookies. Kaisley make them? Kaisley made these. I'm still in the last 2. Actually, Dusty made them. I just got the look. Dusty made them for Kaisley. Kaisley, we can't take the credit from Mom. Thank you, Dusty. Taking the last 2. So tonight, I'm going to my sister's. Got a surprise for her. She's been editing our videos, and her office chair is an old wheelchair that she's had rolling around. And I don't edit much, a little bit, not much, not hours like she does. It's got to get to your back. It's got to make you hurt. It's got to make you hate editing. So we got her a gift. I unloaded it because I got busy tonight. I'll go load it at my dad's and we'll go take it up to her. We're going to unbox it, and she knows I'm coming. It's not a surprise, but kind of a surprise because she doesn't know exactly what it is. So let's go see if she likes it. All right, we got the car running outside. Got my sister a new chair. Flexi Spot, the C7. There's a lot of good reviews on this chair, and looks pretty comfortable. So I thought she would love it. Let's get it loaded in the car, see what she thinks. All right, hope you can see me in the car. Just got to my sister's house. Brittany and David are home. It's late at night, kids are asleep. So normal editing hours. That's how this is gonna roll. She edits for hours, and so we were looking for a chair that you can sit in for hours. 3, 4, 5 hours, be comfortable, not have back hurts like the old wheelchair is probably gonna give her. She'll be crippled if she stays in that thing much longer. So hopefully she's happy with the old Flexi Spot. Let's go unbox it. Hey, can I come in? This is heavy.
That is a huge box.
All right.
What have you got there?
So you've been sitting in that piece of crap wheelchair.
My office chair. But hey, it's got perks, right?
So this dumb chair
It's not dumb.
has been in our family all of high school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but we would just sit in this chair, ride wheelies, like cruise around the living rooms, and apparently you inherited it.
Grandma, when she moved, she asked all of us what we wanted, and I said, I want your wheelchair. And everyone else was like, you can't ask her for that. But she didn't need it, and she gave it to me. So I've had it ever since, and it's a beaut.
We're getting rid of the wheelchair. You think I can wheelie it still?
I don't know.
Like, I could almost fall through it.
Don't break it. That's special to me.
This used to be easy, like, all the time. Oh, yeah.
Look at it. It's like riding a bike. You still got it.
Enough of that. That's pretty fun. So I've been feeling bad for you. Quick reviews brought up Flexi Spot. I have no idea, but a bunch of other people said it's good.
I'm excited.
I think we roll this wheelchair out and unbox that thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This thing spins better than the wheelchair. That is so comfy. How does this part work? Okay, let's try.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing. I might not edit in this chair.
This is the last
video.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I like it right there. How do you click
And then
the
go
back
up
in?
and it locks it.
Oh.
So go clear down and then
Oh,
up
that's
a click.
perfect. So these would feel too low, but look how awesome this is. That's perfect.
Whoa.
I know.
What the heck?
And then
so
you
you
can,
can
like,
move that anywhere you
Push
want.
it out. Yeah, like this is perfect.
Now for the hard tooth.
What's that?
You're just sleeping.
I'm the state road guy.
I heard you.
I knew he was gonna go there.
Dude, you're famous.
My shovel out.
He always goes there. So if you want to be like David and sleep, this chair has an adjustable 135 degree tilting backrest, which looks optimum for sleeping.
I don't know how they did it, but they got that right. Hold you there too. So when you're napping and you kind of lose yourself in it, you know, you're not coming up like this. Just hold you right where you want to be in the sleeping position. For those late night YouTube edits. That's about right for me.
How does it feel on the back?
Feels great.
So Brittany and David seem to love this chair. I don't know. Would you trade it back for the wheelchair?
No.
It's nice.
I'll keep the wheelchair, but I will not be editing in it any longer.
I'm glad we chose this chair. It has a 30-day free trial return policy. This chair has a 10-year warranty for direct replacement for damaged parts. So if you damage something, get wild with it and break it, it's got a warranty. That's worth something. So this chair is definitely the perfect choice if you're looking for one that supports long hours of sitting. If you're stuck at this computer for hours on end, I feel like this is going to be the chair for you. It features provide full body support with excellent adjustability and outstanding quality. Every aspect of this chair adjusts and is comfortable and is durable. You can lean back 135 degrees, it says. We didn't check it, but it feels like a long ways. So if you guys want to try this chair out, we tried it out because of lots of reviews, and as we use it, we'll let you know. I'll put the link in the description, but if you want to use code FROST, they're doing a President's Day sale right now, and if you use code FROST, you'll save $50, which is quite a bit. That's worth something. So use code FROST to save you $50 on this chair. Go ahead and try it, and we appreciate it. We would only recommend it if we actually thought it was a good chair, and it is. If it was a piece of junk, we wouldn't recommend it. Let's get back to the video, and let's go finish this water tanker.
Super trucker Shane is on it. The old girl looks good. Rolling right down the road. Watching like Larson Farms, they've got a lot of equipment with dollies. Watching those boys, Chet and Duggo, backing stuff in those barns with dollies, and they just one time it and zigzag that sucker in there. I was like, man, that's impressive. We're almost halfway down the driveway. It's only been 5 minutes. It's gonna be 10 minutes. Left. You turn the way you want the trailer to go. I'm not sure. Because like a normal trailer, you go left to right, but he's getting it figured out. He'll have her down here in no time. Well, boys and girls, he figured it out. Piece of cake, got it right in here. Only the 50th try. That's probably 50 less times than if I was trying. Those got 10 more years in them. I think we'll just leave those right on there. They're holding there. New funnest thing in the world to do, huh?
Pretty close.
Okay, grab this end. $20 feet, 6-7 inches. I don't know how tall it is. 4.5 foot. It's just less than that. 5 foot. 5 foot by 20 feet. How many gallons is that? I'll ask Google, but it looks a little longer than a water truck. So it's probably more than 4,000 gallons, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that it's
Maybe
5, but 45. I'd like to fill it with water, but I don't know. I wonder how bad it's going to leak. Dar's patched it once or twice. How was the climb?
It was a lot better with that ladder.
That ladder helped. Well, that's what the top of this looks like. Hey, I can see the bottom. So, those pipes sticking, they go right through the tank. They're just overflows.
They're just overflows for this.
Perfect, so we don't have to mess with those.
See how much crap's in it?
So if it has 4 vents, does it mean it has 4 compartments? Or
It's definitely got baffles in it.
see if I can not slide off the side here. Baffles have holes gone. That's good.
It's actually pretty clean.
The whole baffles are broke out. Interesting. It is pretty clean.
Does this line go down in there?
Or just barely? Just barely. That's just a cap. Both of these go clear through. But it seemed like there was one more. There's 2 on that side. So where does it run? That other one's got me nervous.
On the other side of that baffle.
Well, there's nothing coming up through. Can't see anything. Unless I jump down in there, I guess. I don't really want to do that.
Want me to look down there and see where it looks like it comes to? On the bottom?
About just hung down in there so I could see through it, but farther than I want to go. Oh, right there, sticking up.
You can see it.
So we've got to plug the farther back one.
It's just barely sticking out.
It's sticking up with an elbow.
Okay.
Do you see any other holes or anything that might leak?
Mm-mm.
So these will be nice. We can screw these back in.
Right?
Because if you leave them open, you'll get birds or critters crawling down in and dying, and we don't want that. Oh, dirty. Well, let's go cut that off, and you want to weld it?
We can weld it. We just gotta
Aluminum guy.
put the spool gun on there. That's probably the easiest way.
And a way to fill this. Our other trailer, we just have a PVC neck. We flip that lid open to hook our 2-inch pump to. That's the overflow. You can see through it. And that one's already plugged. Good job, Dar. I should have looked.
Even better.
I think we unbolt this and just make a plate right to 3/4. And then we can just have a hose right to the trough right here. This is going to work out perfect. Schultzens did show up, actually. And it's brown, not blue. We'll take brown. Alright. Color doesn't matter to me. Not perfect, but it's got to help. The big can. PB. We're gonna need the threads going back in. I could only get 1/4 of it, half of it, but it's gonna be better than all of it being rusty and nasty, I think.
It'll at least come off.
Yeah, let me try a wrench. Get a nut on that one. Oh,
Look at that.
holy cow. What am I nervous about?
This thing's only been setting for 18 years, so.
That was good oil, like lubricating oil.
Ooh, and it's getting tight. That's what I was nervous about. Is that turning the whole stud? Let's bring the stud out.
Fair enough. Is what it is.
We'll take it. That means it'll go back in.
Right.
Another stud. I can't believe it.
We'll take that.
I would have lost a lot of money betting on that.
Hammer?
Do we need a bucket under it?
Probably.
What are the odds? At least, like, I wonder, should we just put the trough under it? I don't know. We probably want something under it. Ooh. What was I worried about?
What is that?
Hard slate. Looks like Coke, like top of crack seal bottles. Gasket's good though. We'll reuse that. Can we just trace that, cut that out on the arc droid?
Yep.
I'll bet we could.
Absolutely.
I'll go dump the garbage off of it.
Change of plans. Farmer's coming out in me, and it's gonna be way easier to just cut that off. Grind it up, weld a plate over it, weld a 3/4 inch nipple right in the middle.
That'll be
Less material, easier, bolt it right back on.
I mean, it'd be kind of fun to cut it on the arc droid because it'll cut it.
It'll cut it quick, but then you're cleaning it up. And
Yeah, it has a program where you can cut flanges with the holes and everything and do it exact, but
you just,
that's just going to get thrown away. We just will just use it.
yeah. That doesn't smell good or taste good.
That's got a little last on there.
Woo.
You're going to have to cut that shaft off first.
It should pound right off the valve.
No, that's a wedge and it wedges right down here.
Oh yeah, huh?
So you can probably, if I screw it,
I don't think it will. Yeah, you're right, huh? Oh, there's a sill.
yep,
Oh, it is a wedge.
it's a wedge.
It looked like it slipped right off of it.
Well,
Not gonna do that. Well, that changes things.
just have to cut you a pocket.
If I cut a hole, I can just get in and cut the,
Yep.
right? I got an idea. Let's cut it. That facing that way. Whew. There we go. Okay, that was never gonna come off of there. I would have beat on that for a while. Woo! Whoa. Oh boy. The rat's nest is on fire. There we go. That's what we wanted. Sweet. We're getting close. It's all cleaned up and flat. Had a scrap piece. Just been saving circles and stuff. We're cutting out of that arc joint and it's gonna work perfect. Weld that, then we'll flip it over, weld the inside. And then I've got a nipple in this box that will cut a hole and weld in the middle. Got my nipple coming out. Perfect. We'll weld this one inside and out as well.
buff some galvanized off. Was looking at this gauge here up front and thought if a cow rubs on that and breaks it, it's gonna drain this whole tank. It's taking the whole thing out.
It acted like it was twisted off.
Sweet. We're gonna put a plug in that and be worry free. I'd like you guys to guarantee that's not gonna leak for me. Maybe it's too hard to see without a light, but I think it's gonna work. I'm letting that cool off before we silicone it. So Schulten sent me bulkhead fitting with a float. Where's the drain? I don't know where to put it. I don't know that it matters. I don't know if we put it right above the drain. Just so they're both under the trailer. If we just drill through that flat section, then we can adjust the float up.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
No, not too special. Look at that, perfect size. That guy, he's got all the tools.
Right there.
Yeah, it's like a good spot.
Let's
Up
see.
a little.
Where's your?
Go up.
How big's your nut?
Do not go right against it. Go up from that flat spot. Yes,
Right there.
right there.
Just like that. Feel fit?
And now part of me is wondering, did we want it lower? Too late, but it's a good spot. It's backwards thread though. It's hard to think backwards. Yeah. No, it goes. Just spin it the other way.
Probably made on the other side of the world, huh?
It says Taiwan. What's the only thing you do with gloves on?
Pee your pants. Good thing I don't need to pee. I'd be in
We
trouble.
were struggling there for a minute. Perfect. We'll adjust the float up
Yeah, that'll work.
and we will make some cows happy. A little high, but with one hand, that's good enough. It's the idea that we're going after.
Right.
I like it. All right, some things have been happening. Got a piece of pipe here that will slide up this so we can hook our hose to a banjo off our water pump. And if you remember, it comes right up out by that lid. So we're gonna bend whatever we can bend here.
Yeah.
So it'll swoop down in and hang in the lid while you're filling it. You can unhook your hose, pull it up out, turn it, close the lid.
We had to dig into the archives to find what we needed here, but
It sounded deep.
yeah.
Yeah?
It's neat.
Ready?
So where are we bending it?
Just right at the end. I think just hold it past a little bit so it doesn't collapse it.
Just bend a loop in it.
And we'll just bend a loop.
So we need to kind of handle this over.
It's gonna catch. It's dirty, rusty pipe, so it's not gonna be smooth, but as long as it doesn't collapse it. If it's gonna collapse it, let's move it. And we can just do another bend.
I feel like it's going to do just fine. How far?
Keep going. Heck yeah, keep going. That's good. That's perfect. That did awesome. I was afraid it would kink it, but
That's what I was, rusty as it
as
is.
rusty as it is, I was nervous it was gonna snag.
Okay.
Now it's snagging. Jinxed ourselves.
We've got
We've got a problem. We need a
for
pin in
some
that.
reason this don't have a hole.
Well, some of those dies have rods that stick out with pins.
Right, these only stick in that
Well,
far.
that's what it needs. We need to put a hole in that.
Well, I've got one here.
Yeah, some of those dies, yeah, they have arms coming out through it. That is pretty slick right there. Woo-hoo! It's gonna take a little water to clean that out. All right, we're going up. Swept the floor 3 times today. May as well sweep it again. We might have to do this outside though. There's a gasket in the way. There we go. It's better.
Oh, the lid gasket. Yeah, see that sticking out.
That's better. Now, how thick's the oil? Woohoo! We might have to weed burner the oil. That's what winning looks like. And then we can open that lid. Ooh, kind of hits that lid. I need one more hand. It's just not happy with anything. Well, maybe we'll be cutting the lid. Got it. I'm just special. That's sweet.
See how far you got to pull that up, and I'll mark it.
I need right there, but I mean, if I turn it and leave it like that,
That'll pull it back up.
just so there's some extras, so we're not so tight, you know.
Let's mark it right there.
Leave it 6 or 8 inches from where it's at. I like it.
Okay.
I'll hand this to you.
Right on.
You want to get all black. May have welded the end on this and then realized it wouldn't fit down through the hole. So it's down through and we're getting her welded. You guys are gonna question me like, Sean, why did you do that? What is that for? Well, it's kind of a filter. Just a piece of pipe that was by the back door. I plasmaed some holes in it. If you notice, there was parts of the baffle floating around, and who knows, we're hauling clean water to this, but you're gonna get some dirt, some mud, some rocks. If a critter gets in there, you don't want just an open pipe because it will plug it. And then you got to deal with trying to clean a tank. If that's clear full and you're trying to clean it, it's not going to be very fun. So with any luck, if something's in there, it will hit against it. And you can still drain it from the holes in the backside. This has worked on some other ones we've done. Looks kind of rigged. And it is, but it works. Where did I put it? Got some silicone. We're gonna goop that on there and go put it on. Hopefully the gasket that was against this looked good. Hopefully it doesn't leak out of the top side. That wouldn't be very fun. That's pretty thick on there. Hopefully that's enough. All right. Going back in. As long as it'll fit, I don't know if it matters what way it's turned. There was no washers. I believe just canuts. Alright. Okay, if you wiggle the back up.
Looks like it's hitting on something right there.
Oh, it does?
Right here. Let's,
It's probably that elbow. Let's turn it. Did you turn it back?
I don't know which way I turned it.
Oh, turn it straight back. There you go. Still hitting.
I
thought it was just the stuff on the threads.
threads.
Let's see if we can push it up. Maybe just don't send her clear home. Just halfway home. Keep going. I think hit them all a little bit more. Beautiful.
And you just hook your
Hook a hose. Beautiful. So that may have got run over at some point of its life. So I inherited a useless ladder so I can get up on this thing, which is nice. Woo. See what this is going to look like. If I have it hitting, I can pound T-posts so it won't push. I can come down, put a loop in a hose. That'll work, won't it? How many cows can drink around that? That's quite a bit of room. You got more than half the trough. I'll put a panel, pound a T-post, and tie a panel so they can't get under it on that side. It might be nice to have a valve.
Because is this going to be setting and you'll pump it full, or are you going to take it to where you're filling it?
No, I'm hauling to this.
Oh, you're hauling to this. Oh.
But if I move it, it's singled out and it's only got 4 lug nuts. So I want to drain it if I ever move it anyways.
Right.
So I think it's good enough to just pull a hose off.
Yeah.
I don't think I want a valve. I don't know, maybe I do. Does that look like it'll work to you guys? I know that's hard to picture on the desert with cows drinking around it in a shop, but
There'll be about 8 or 10 of them right there fighting over it.
I think it's gonna work. I don't know why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I like it. I do like it.
That's bigger than we thought, too.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-footer.
I bought a 6. It says 6 foot on the paperwork, and they delivered an 8. Good morning. It's go time. Getting late in the day. Rained this morning, which is a blessing. Anyways, it's late in the day. Had heifers calving last night. We're behind schedule. We're trying to load this pup trailer because it is not roadworthy to drag as far as we're dragging it. So we've got the SkyTrack lifting it. I'm gonna back under it. Yeah, I know. It'd be way easier to drag it, but it doesn't have enough lug nuts or tires. The list goes on and on. But if I can back under it, we'll set it down, lift the front up. Hopefully we can do that so the tongue is hanging on the back, so the water truck can hook onto it from a loading dock and pull it off of here. Got the water pump, got protein in the dog. We're gonna look like the clamp it's going down the road, I'm pretty sure. But let's hope this works.
That was pretty sketch, wasn't it? Fast chain working on the fronts, and then we got to use the loading dock to load the water truck. Whew. And with any luck, we'll be out there before dark. So I've got some awesome family, grandpa, my dad, father-in-law. They're just helping me out. I appreciate them, and we'll see where the day gets it. This was kind of a chore. Got the water truck in here. Had to climb the bank. She didn't like that very well. She's ready to load. Doug's bringing the step deck. And that'll be a wrap for this video. We'll see if we can get down the road, get her out there and hooked up, and cows, give them some water. Kids are bringing the horses. We'll see how this goes, but that'll be all for this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.